Chris, a 7-1 win against Mossley. What were your thoughts on it?
I thought we were outstanding. I have to say I thought the lads prepared for the game exceptionally well. I asked them to do so, and they've come in the right frame of mind, and with less probably substances in the body that potentially could be at this time of the year detrimental to the energy we want to put into the game. And I thought we were outstanding going forward, as we have been at home for the last 4 or 5 games. So extremely pleased. The fact that we scored 7 is by and by. We've got 3 points after an average performance at Widnes.
Talking of that performance at Widnes, was that a frustrating one for you to take?
Extremely. Yeah, we'd took our foot off the gas. Complacency kicked in, and we never got going in the game. But as it's been over the last 7 or 8 games, we're finding a way not to get beat, which is pleasing. We're scoring goals, which is doubly pleasing. But it was. I think that the positive side of the Widnes game was that we didn't get beat, and we remained. We remain now 8 games unbeaten, and heading in the right direction. But regarding the performance, it was well below par. Made that clear in my team talk, and we've had a response today, which is excellent.
You've been breaking records today. Rami have never scored 5+ goals in 4 home league games in a row, and the last time that the Rams scored 7 was nearly 6 years ago now, when the Rams beat Radcliffe 8-0. I bet that's something you're pleased with. Records,
yeah. Well, I'm a big Beatles fan, to be fair. So they've been breaking records for many a decade. So yeah, I mean, I've not. That's the type of thing I've not looked at. That's for the club, the fans, to be extremely proud of. For my focus is just about getting the team in the right frame of mind, maintaining the run that we're on, picking up 3 points.
You built up an extraordinary level of momentum over the past 6 weeks or so. How long do you think you can keep it up for?
Depends how long I can keep pushing the players in the right direction. How long can we keep it up for? Not sure. I mean, again, our performance levels dropped against Widnes, and we could have got beat that day. So we would have had to restart, press the restart button and go again today and put a run together. But we managed to pick something up from the game, which was pleasing. We look at 5-game scenarios. I've said to them, after we got to 6 games unbeaten, can we get to 10? That's a short-term goal for us. We've now got to 8 at the minute, so that's extremely pleasing. But we're not at 10 yet, so we just got to keep raising the bar, asking more of them. They need to ask more of themselves out on the pitch, individually, collectively. Then it'll look after itself. But we've got a couple of good, tough games prior to getting to 10 unbeaten, and if we perform like we did against Widnes, then we'll find it really tough.
A couple of players I wanted to ask you about. Richie Baker joined the club last month, and since he came in, it feels as though the side's never looked back. Do you think that he's been a huge difference to you?
He has, yeah, on and off the pitch. He's added fantastic personality to the dressing room, and the lads have taken to him very well. On the pitch, you can see his experience. He knows where to be. As the game develops at certain stages. Today I thought he had a bit of an off day with his passing, but in other games he's been exceptional in starting up a lot of our attacks. So he has been influential on and off the pitch, and at the moment he's doing exceptionally well.
And then second of all was Greg Daniels, who came back last Friday, just under a week ago, talking about the signing of him.
No, he's not re-signed. There's been a bit of miscommunication. Greg has been somebody who I've been a big fan of prior to me coming to the football club, and he's been part of the WhatsApp group around the lads, coming to watch games when he's been injured. He's been out obviously for 13 months, the length of time I've been here, or 14 months I've been as a manager. He's always somebody who's been in the back of my mind. We've helped him get back to fitness, get through his operation. He's always somebody who I felt could have an excellent impact around the group of players that we currently have. At the moment, he's just got to get up to match fitness now. He's you know, he's at a point where shortly, I'm sure, once his fitness improves, he's going to be knocking on the door saying I want to play. So that's really encouraging. But I'm a massive fan of his, and he was one of the players I certainly would have kept if he'd have been fit and available when I first arrived. And now I'm really pleased that he's over his injury, the length of time he's been out. I'm looking forward to working with him.
Nothing to add.
Any more friends?
Well, you were ecstatic after the City of Liverpool game. How do you feel this evening?
I'm really ecstatic now. No, I mean it's you can't not be happy, and I think that I don't know what the crowd was today, but
410.
right, okay, well that's more like what I'm talking about. I think everybody going away today will see exactly what I've been talking about over the last 4 or 5 games, in that the fact that the crowds have not been where I would like them to be with the performances that have been on the pitch. So I'm hoping we can maintain that kind of gait going forwards. I think everybody that's come today will have enjoyed it, and you know, long may it continue. So yeah, I'm extremely pleased. I always am. It's a tricky time this time of the year, certainly with non-league players, and the preparation, and you know, again, we've got to make sure and hammer on that we can't get complacent prior to the New Year's Day fixture at Trafford, and how we prepare ourselves. You know, so it's very pleasing when you come away with a win. The fact that we scored 7 goals is an absolute bonus, and you know, it's 3 points, and we move on to New Year's Day.
Just one final question, Chris. Obviously, pretty much halfway mark in the season. Are you looking at promotion, or is it something you're a little bit nervous of speaking about too quickly?
No, I mean, I think we've got 23 games left or something like that, 22 games. There's still a long way to go. I mean, if you'd have asked me in October, it would have been a definite no, the way things were going. It was a tough time for us. We've managed to get ourselves going in the right direction. We now found ourselves 3rd in the table. I mean, I don't know how the results have gone today. You know, I'm not too interested in what the 2 above us are doing. I'm just focusing on what we're currently doing at the moment. You know, we find ourselves in the mix, and that's where we want to be. You know, my ambition when I came to this club last season was to try and get us promoted. We didn't manage to do so. We put a fantastic run together to get ourselves in a position to you know, get into the playoffs and do exceptionally well, but we didn't manage to do that. We had a good start, then we had a really poor October, and then we've really picked up off the back of that.
Yeah.
And put ourselves in a strong position. And because the league's so tight and the quality's decent, you know, there's a lot of results from top to bottom where people are dropping points, and we've been able to have a run of, you know, 4, 5, 6 wins off the back of the run that we're on, and we found ourselves climbing the table extremely quickly. So you know, we're not looking too far ahead at the minute. As I say, it's just 5 games at the moment. Mathematically, you know, we're in with a good chance.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll as I say, we don't want to look too far ahead at the moment. I don't want to get carried away. But you know, when I set out in pre-season, I wanted to make the playoffs, and the players are aware of that. You know, we talked about it throughout pre-season. Playoffs was a, you know, realistic game for us, and at the moment it's a realistic game. You know, where we sit in the table.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
Right, gents.